Hi guys, David Jenyns here from Melbourne SEO Services and davidjenyns.com, and I've just got another client case study here. I've been chatting with Chris Hammer, who, if you want to find out more about him, you can head over to silverhammercoaching.ca. That's silverhammercoaching.ca, and he's a leadership and life coach as well. He's, I suppose, a little bit different from a lot of the coaches out there in that he's actually got a PhD and he's a certified professional coach and psychologist. So I've been sort of chatting with Chris for a little while. I won't go too much into your story. Maybe I'll give you a chance to share that, Chris. But interested, maybe if you can tell us a little bit about how you got into what it is that you're doing, and maybe a little bit about your story.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Dave. I've been doing therapy for a number of years, and I realized it was time for a change about 5 years ago, and I found coaching, and that just really fit for me. So I've been doing life coaching, and I most recently moved into leadership coaching, so coaching new leaders as they're moving into their roles. Still having a lot of life coaching clients, so I work primarily with busy professionals who are just trying to find some work-life balance, learn how to set goals, take it to the next step in their personal and professional lives, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you've been doing it for a little while. Before you came to me, I'm curious to know what some of the different troubles and hurdles you have. And a lot of small businesses and medium-sized businesses, when they're getting started, they all have very similar problems, but they're still unique to themselves. So what sort of problems were you having?
Well, my thing is, like I say, I've been doing the coaching for a number of years, and I've been happy with that. But I always thought there was something more I could do, offer more services than just the face-to-face coaching, information products and that sort of thing. I always thought there were more options I could offer, and not really sure how to go about that. I looked into a bunch of internet marketing type stuff, and I built a site and wrote a couple of ebooks and put them up there. And as I was saying to you earlier, I was under the wrong mentality. You build it and they will come.
Yeah.
And I sat on that for too long, and nothing was happening, and I was completely wrong about that. So then I was kind of stuck about, well, how do I get myself out there? How do I promote these books? How do I offer these different services in a way that works? I built it, but apparently it's not correct.
Well, I think the good thing about with you, and I always like this with the clients that I do end up working with, is you already had a really good base, and I think you already had all the elements there. Like you're quite marketable. You've got a very good product and service. It's really the missing piece is just getting that offer in front of the right people. You just need to get yourself found online. So, and that's really where my area of expertise happens to step in. And we also talked about some of the other ways about if I was in your situation, how would I monetize, and what would sort of the next step by step. I think that's like a real clear thing for me, once we start working together, is getting that step by step. But these were some of the problems, and you started navigating around the web. Like, there are so many different solutions out there. I'm just curious to know, how did you find my business, and what made you, I suppose, take that leap of faith? You didn't know me, we hadn't done prior business, so what sort of,
Yeah,
kicked you over the edge?
yeah. Why you? Eh? Um, well, you're right. I did search around quite a bit, and I found a lot of good, and I did find a lot of good products and services that I did use to get me to a certain level. But what I was missing was kind of a more personal piece and focused on what I need, and not so much the generic stuff anymore. And so I found a few people and a few services, but yours just really popped out at me, and I think it was just your website. Just the things you had said on there and the testimonials, and you've obviously accomplished. You're obviously a very bright guy. You've accomplished a lot in your young life, and I thought that was very impressive. You're obviously a guy who knows what he's doing. I just didn't doubt it, and then. But instead of hiring you right away, I downloaded your podcasts, and I was listening to those in my car, driving everywhere, and it just reaffirmed that you know these are the answers I need. What these guys are talking about, what you're talking about, and what you're talking about with your guests. That's exactly what I was looking for. So it wasn't a question.
Yeah, I know for people who are watching this, if you haven't checked out, there's like a whole bunch of free info, and you don't even have to end up working with us, and there's a huge amount of value. There's on podcastinterviews.com, there's like over we're always adding interviews onto that site. They're 100% content, zero pitch, and it's all about building businesses online. So, I mean, that's a great place to start for people. And then, like, after you thought, right, I want to try and do some work, I think the first step was you thought, right, I'm going to book and do a one-on-one coaching consulting session where we went through and we pretty much, before we chatted, I got you to send through some info so I could do a bit more analysis of your business, where you're at, get a feel. So when we chatted, we didn't have to go through that, discovery period so much. It was more, bang, this is what I would do here, 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 and here, and gave you that real clear action plan afterwards. Like from your end, like how was the experience with working with us? Like what was that process like for you?
It was just very quick and very smooth. Like you say, I thought about what I wanted ahead of time, and as per your instructions, I thought about what I wanted ahead of time and sent off the email, and I was quite happily surprised to get an email back just like that saying, "Yeah, I think we can do that. I think I can give you what I'm looking for." It was just very quick and very confident, and you delivered. That's exactly what you gave me. So.
And then after we had our call, and we record it, the consultation sessions, we always, get the MP3s, and sort of any follow-up stuff afterwards. And usually as well, I like to touch back in, with the person it's not just about just that call, like having that sort of little bit of contact afterwards and, hey, if you've got a little question here, a little question there. From what you actually got with it, what was the biggest thing that you think that you walked away from our coaching session having? Like, was there anything where you just thought, this is what I got out of it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you don't know what you don't know. And I thought I had covered all my bases, but still something was missing. And I realized when we were done that what I was missing was, first of all, something focused on me and my specific wants and needs. But even more than that was a business model. I've never thought about having a business model. My business model was coaching. Then, okay, I'll throw up a couple ebooks, but after talking with you, you had drawn me a diagram about, suggested a business model in terms of just different services and different products and different things at different price points and different levels, and kind of how to go about getting the customers in there and navigating them through that and offering more well-rounded service. And just how you diagram that out for me with those suggestions. It's very, very actionable.
Yeah.
Just really easy things to implement, very actionable that it's, I'd never thought of, but they're so clear now.
And as far as long term, and we're just, I suppose, in those first stages, I think it's going to be really interesting to see. It's funny how these things that we've put in place now potentially could have, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the track could mean, the difference between, just keep going at the level that you are and really taking it to that next level. What do you see that it can mean for your business as far as, where things are heading with what you're doing?
Yeah, well, like I say, despite the things I've done before that I got good value out of, I honestly feel like this has been a real springboard, because I'm not shooting fish in a barrel or something. I don't know how that goes, but I feel like it's very, very actionable, and it's a springboard, and I know exactly what I need to do, and I have a plan and timelines, and it's just the clearest I've ever been. So I have no doubt that it's going to mean really good things to the business and my brand, my personal brand. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I suppose the final thing, I always like to think, because there are people who are watching this and they haven't yet taken that step. Obviously if they're watching this, they're feeling like, there's something here for me. They wouldn't watch all the way through if they didn't already have that feeling. But, if someone's just sort of sitting on the edge and, they're just about to go ahead and make a purchase or decide to start working with us, is there anything that you might be able to say to them that, some words of advice or tips or anything?
Yeah, honestly, I would say do it. I'm the kind of guy where I do research quite a bit. I don't just jump into things. I read and I read and I look and I listen and I research. And, if you want to take it from me, maybe think about that. I've done the work for you. I've checked this guy out and I got great value from it. And I would say, you're not going to, I don't think you're going to get any better than this. This is great. So just do it.
Perfect. Thanks, Chris. I can't thank you enough. Really do appreciate your time. Looking forward to watching you over the next little while, because I got a feeling that you're on the up and up there. If people want to find out more about you and even get either life coaching or leadership coaching, like you are the go-to guy in that space, you can check out silverhammercoaching.ca, and it's Chris Hammer. So thanks again, Chris. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Dave.